Yes, we've come for this programme to sun-drenched Brighton, and here we all are. Jack Train and, I was going to say Richard Dimbleby, but he is not with us, and while we're sorry for that and hope he's better, we're very glad we've got Kenneth Horne instead, and we have Anona Winn and Joy Adamson, and hidden away in part of the dome, I don't know what part indeed, is Norman Hackforth, and we're all here to play 20 questions. Now, Brighton welcomes not only careful drivers, but also visitors, and to help them we have in Brighton a corps of promettes, and tonight we have two of them, Miss Valerie Spooner and Miss Teresa Rushworth, I beg your pardon. And they're going to show the audience the objects, and Norman will tell the listening audience what they are. And the first one is animal.
And as we're at the seaside, we start today with a landlady. A landlady.
Object number one, and it's animal.
Human?
Yes.
One particular one or
No,
rather a lot?
There are many.
Male or female?
Female.
Do they talk a lot?
Some do.
Anything
and some
to do
don't.
with Brighton?
Not necessarily to do with Brighton. Five.
Do these women wear any sort of distinctive clothing that we would recognize them by?
No.
Are they
landladies?
They're not landladies. The object on the card was a landlady. But I think you can have that, can't she? In 7, yes. And object number 2 is mineral and vegetable or animal.
And object number 2 is a battle axe. A battle axe.
Now then, this is mineral and vegetable or animal.
Can you eat it?
No.
Is this one object made from two different substances or two different objects with the same name?
It's two different things with the same name.
Anything to do with landladies?
No.
They think it is.
Well,
Is
that's
it
because they have a perverted sense of humor.
Is it somebody who stops and runs out without paying?
No.
In the animal form, is this human?
Yes.
Male or female?
Female.
Is it a female?
Is it a nagging wife?
A nagging wife, quite often, yes.
But it is descriptive of a female.
It is descriptive of a female, yes.
A talker, you know.
They tend to talk a great deal.
In the vegetable and mineral sense, is the mineral part ordinary metal?
Yes.
Is it a harridan?
In the animal sense, yes.
In the animals. What's the?
Is it a gossip of some sort?
In the animal sense, yes.
It's another word
What's
for
the mineral and vegetable and animal? Is that not writing it?
The mineral,
No, it's-
mineral and vegetable. We've established the mineral is ordinary metal.
And is the vegetable wood?
Yes.
Can you sit on it?
No.
Is it a...
Is it a chairwoman?
A chairwoman?
Yes.
What do you mean
You
by
can
that?
sit on it.
Oh.
Is it...
No chairwoman. I've
In the
invented.
animal sense, is this a rather nasty sort of description?
But it's not very flattering. 16.
In the other sense, Gilbert, is this an ordinary household article?
No.
Do they carry rather more avoirdupois than they should?
Do they?
Are they fat?
Now you're going back to the animal again.
Yes.
No, they can be very thin. But
Is it something like, that horrible phrase, like an old bag?
It isn't as offensive as that.
It isn't?
No,
Not as offensive as that.
But it's something you do. How many have we got left?
19. You've only
An
got
old
one
something.
left.
And recapping
Just for free, because we're in Brighton, does old get into it or bag?
No old and no bag.
No old
It's
and no
another
bag.
name for a gossip, a harridan,
And a bit of a
something
so-and-so.
approaching an old bag.
Yes, but not a Brighton landlady. You won't get it.
A young container.
No, it's a battle axe. The battle axe.
I see what you mean.
Yes.
Don't keep those in the sitting room.
Now then, number 3 is a very difficult definition. I've got to read it out very carefully. It is animal or vegetable or animal and vegetable, or it might be abstract.
And the next object is pot luck. Pot luck.
There we are. It's either animal or vegetable, or animal and vegetable, or abstract.
Is it a collective noun?
Is it a collective noun? No, it isn't.
How many words?
How many words on the card? 2, with no article.
Are we
And
still
How
with the
many
landladies?
You
definitions
might
are
be
on?
with the landlady.
How many definitions are on the card? How
Only
many
2.
meanings?
Only 2.
How are they spread about? Just tell us for free.
Well, the abstract is abstract, and the other might be animal or vegetable, or animal and vegetable.
Well,
Is
with the
this-
abstract, with which sense would you recognize it?
Difficult to say.
Well, don't charge, will you?
No.
Gilbert, this is a recap on Kenneth's question because I didn't hear your answer. Did you say it had something to do with landladies or not?
It might well.
Might
Would
well.
it help us if we sort of found out with what definite connection it had with landladies?
Yes, it would.
Is it something that the landlady would have in her house or boarding house?
She might.
She might, but she also might not.
She might not. That's the whole
Is it
point.
something you could eat?
You would eat it, yes.
You would.
You would eat it.
At what meal?
It all depends what meal you were wanting.
Is it... And is the word tongue on the card?
The word
Tongue?
tongue?
Yeah.
No.
Is this something that you're liable to ask the landlady to gift you and she might say no?
The landlady would say yes.
She would.
It's a small helping.
No.
Would she charge you extra for it?
No, she wouldn't.
It's a bill.
No.
Joy means something like a kiss, I think.
No, I wasn't there at all. I was thinking about food.
This is a respectable town. You aren't
This
in
is a
Great
very-
Yarmouth. You've had
It's a sort
14.
of
Is it
general description, is it?
A general description
Of food.
what you might get, yes.
But-
Is it the condiments of the season, like, you know?
May we just recap?
15.
When it's abstract,
Yes.
that hasn't got anything to do with eating, has it?
No, nothing at all.
Well,
That's another sense.
and you said you didn't tell us with which sense you
I
would.
said it would be very difficult.
Something else.
And the other thing, whether it's animal or vegetable, whatever it is, the other thing you can eat.
Yes.
But Gilbert, you said that the landlady mightn't have this.
She might and she might not.
Is it the sort of thing you could go to a cupboard and say, ah, look, there's so-and-so?
Well, it wouldn't be very popular with the landlady if you did. You would rely on her to do that.
Do you keep them in a tin?
Nowadays, practically everything is kept in a tin, isn't
Beg
it?
pardon?
Nowadays, practically everything is kept in a tin or a packet,
Yes.
yes. Or an envelope.
Do you eat it with a knife and fork?
It all depends what it is. 18.
Oh, I see.
Oh, I see. It's
What is
Well, when I said, was it something like a small helping or something like that, it's just something that describes food.
Yes.
Is it leftovers?
Not
Is it
leftovers.
a
You're very
snack?
near. You've had
After
19.
snack?
Not a snack, no. It's
After.
potluck.
Oh, same thing.
Well, there we are. That's 2 to me, isn't it? It's most unusual. Now then, object number 4, Norman, if you please, and Miss Promette, whichever it is. We're alternating between Miss Spoon and Miss Rushworth. Number 4 is mineral.
And after pot luck, we have bicarbonate of soda. Bicarbonate of soda.
Number 4, and it's mineral.
Any pots in this?
No.
Can you eat it? Can you drink it?
You can, yes,
Mineral.
you can drink it.
Is it alcoholic?
No.
Is it tea?
No.
Does the landlady serve it?
She doesn't serve it, but she might have it.
She might have it.
Yes, she doesn't serve it, though.
Do you have it out of a glass?
Yes, usually, yes.
Milk?
Milk, no.
Is it pleasant?
Mineral.
Oh, it's quite pleasant, yes.
And did you say
Is it senna tea?
No.
well, when they don't think it looks pleasant?
Well, I don't know why they think it's not pleasant.
Do you have it?
Sometimes.
Is it
A nightcap. A nightcap?
Not a nightcap.
Is
By
it, is
the
it
pint.
medicinal? Medicinal?
Medicinal, yes.
Jollop.
Jollop?
Yeah.
Then I don't It's 12.
Bicarbonate of soda?
What on earth made you think of that?
Well, I don't know. I just thought about you.
Well, now, let us now
Get the wind up.
let us now think about you, because object number 5 is your solo.
Oh.
You have no one to help you at all. You're entirely on your own, and object number 5 is animal.
And Anona's solo is a caveman. A caveman.
Number 5, Anona, and it is animal.
Have some bicarbonate before you start.
As Jack says, got the wind up. Human?
Yes. Yes.
One particular?
No, there are many.
Male or female?
Male.
Am I after a calling, by that I mean a job or a profession, or a type?
A type.
A type. Is it a pleasant or unpleasant type?
Well, it all depends who you are. Whether you find them pleasant or unpleasant. And when I said there are many, I should have said that in one sense there were many, and now there are some.
Who's been killing them off?
Well, they sort of died off, you know.
These chaps, when there were a lot of them, how long ago was it?
Oh, between 1,000,000 years and years ago. Quite a long time ago.
And then there were a lot.
Then there were a lot then, yes.
Did they stand upright?
Oh, yes.
Some kind of monkey?
They weren't far off, according to Darwin. 8.
Well, the in-between chaps, the missing link.
Not quite. 9.
Not quite. Not the cavemen.
I can't be accused of helping you there. You were very clever about that.
Oh,
Yes.
dear. Why are we having cavemen in Brighton?
They got caves.
I've never seen one in Brighton.
Thank you.
Object number 6, Norman. Now, you got that in there, didn't you? That makes it 2 all. Object number 6 is animal.
And following a caveman comes a minx. A minx.
Number 6 and it's animal.
Is it a potholder?
No.
Human?
Is it human?
Yes.
A li-
Male?
No.
Would it be a cave woman?
Woman.
No.
Is this one woman?
No.
Or many?
General
Many.
description?
General description of a type of woman.
Of
Do
a
they
type
wear
of
a uniform?
No.
Does it apply to any age, particularly?
No.
Are these women doing a job of work?
No.
Would you
Not when
find
they're being what's on the card.
Not when they're being...
would you find more in Brighton than you would in Acme?
No.
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 Oh, no, hold on.
This
All
is
a bit-
really another sort of battle axe. You'd say she's a bit of a so-and-so.
Yes.
Is it unpleasant?
No, not really unpleasant.
Mother-in-law.
Not a mother-in-law, no.
Does-
They're very pleasant, surely.
Does age come into this?
Not really, no.
They can do this at any age.
Well, I think on the whole they do it when they're young rather than when they're older.
Very, very little children do it.
Not very little children, no, although little children have been known to be this.
Is it
Teenagers?
an attractive description?
It isn't unattractive.
Is it?
Flappers.
Flapper, no.
Does it describe a sort of way of life?
In a way, I would have clapped if I'd been in the audience when you said flapper.
Yeah.
Does it describe the sort of way they walk along the front at Brighton?
That helps.
A teenager?
Some teenagers are this.
Is not a lot of teenagers do this?
Yes. You've had 19, I'm afraid.
It's not a gold digger, is it?
No, it isn't. It's a minx.
Oh.
There, that's 3 to me and 2 to you. Number 7 is mineral.
And number 7 is a heat wave. A heat wave.
Number 7, and it's mineral.
Manufactured?
No.
Is this geographical mineral?
It's geographical in the most semantic sense, yes.
Oh, what's that?
Is
You
it,
I know cement. I don't know cement.
Well, it means it's well, I don't
Do you mean it is actually a place?
That's exactly what I don't mean.
You don't.
No.
is it associated with this country?
Sometimes.
Has it...
Weather?
Weather, yes, it's to do with the weather.
Is it blue skies?
That's to do with it, too.
Fine weather?
Fine weather is to do with it.
Hot
A
weather.
heat wave.
Hot weather is to help with it. It's a heat wave. A heat wave, which they seem to contrive here with their arc lamps. I'm sitting in a heat wave myself.
Some of those heat waves.
Yes, it is a heat wave. We occasionally have them from time to time. Always in Brighton, however. It's always warm here. The sun always shines. Object number 8 is animal.
And the next object is the Abominable Snowman. The Abominable Snowman.
Number 8, and it's animal, and be careful.
Is it a sun worshipper?
A sun worshipper? No.
Is it a human animal?
No, I don't think so.
Well, why are you doubtful?
But I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
We're going to have a good time.
Why
obviously.
don't you?
This is a sort of unknown creature. Isn't it?
Yes.
Is it mythical?
Not mythical, no.
Not mythical.
Not, I mean, not as old as that.
Fictional.
Fictional,
Fictional.
probably. Yeah.
When was it written about?
Oh, it's being always written about. People always writing about it.
All sorts of different authors write about it. This mythical animal doesn't belong to one author.
I said it wasn't mythical. No, it doesn't-
Fictional, I beg your pardon.
Yes, people write about it.
Nobody knows. It's like the Loch Ness Monster, in fact.
That's right, yes.
Is it something of a type like a salamander kind of thing?
Not like a salamander. They're all right. You can identify them. can't you?
And this, did you say, Gilbert, this had anything at all to do
No, you
with
can't.
heat?
I was thinking of sorry, yes. Sorry, Joy.
It's something to do with heat, this animal?
Nothing to do with heat.
Nothing to do with heat at all.
The Abominable Snowman.
You're catching up.
Yes.
Yes, that's 4 to you and 3 to me. I didn't think you'd get that one. Never mind. Object number 9 is mainly mineral with some animal and vegetable.
And this one is an aquarium. An aquarium.
Now, this is mainly mineral with some animal and vegetable.
Is it Brighton Rock?
No,
Black Rock?
not black rock.
It's in Brighton.
The object on the card makes it impossible to say yes.
It's a
The
building.
seafront?
It is a building, not
It's
the
a
seafront.
building, and did you say it was in Brighton?
I said the object on the card makes it impossible for me to say yes.
Makes it impossible.
Yes,
Oh, it's
It's a something, in fact.
it is.
do you find it in a village?
You might find it in the village. Yes.
There is one in Brighton, obviously.
There is one in Brighton. Yes.
Is
A
it
dome?
Not a dome, no.
A clock tower.
Not a clock
The
tower.
aquarium.
It is an aquarium.
An aquarium.
Which might be anywhere, mightn't it?
It did.
Yes. We're getting too fast, aren't we? Number 10 is vegetable or animal and vegetable.
Object number 10 is a greasy pole. A greasy pole.
I think we'd better say that it is vegetable and animal or vegetable and vegetable.
Can you eat this?
No,
Can you wear it?
no,
Is it an ordinary household article?
no.
How many of these are there?
Oh, hundreds.
Is the vegetable wood?
Yes.
Are they found
Has
at the
it ceased to grow, this vegetable? in the
It
wood?
has, by the time it's on the card, it has
It
ceased to
has
grow.
ceased to
Is
grow.
it
It's
something like a
manufactured
deck
into
chair?
Not like a deck chair. 7.
Is it found more at the seaside or holiday places than non-holiday places?
Yes.
Would you find it on the pier at Brighton?
You wouldn't find it on either of the piers in Brighton if you were No, you wouldn't. No, I was going to say something about the players.
Is
but
it
I won't.
owned, do private people have it, or is it owned publicly?
Private people could have it, but they don't know what they do with it.
Have you got one of these?
I haven't got one, no.
Not a one-armed bandit, is it?
No, it's 12.
Do you find it in the street?
No.
Is this publicly owned by a corporation?
It might be if the corporation were doing in this sort of business, you know.
Is it in something to do with entertainment?
Sometimes, yes.
Serious or funny entertainment?
Funny.
Circus?
Circus? No, not a circus.
Funfair.
Funfair, yes.
Punch and
Whirly
Judy?
gigs sort of thing.
What?
Whirly gigs.
No,
Hurdy-gurdy.
not that.
Pin table?
No, 19.
Oh, 19.
You said vegetable and vegetable. You
Yes.
meant wood and canvas or something, didn't you?
No, I didn't mean wood and canvas. I meant wood and something else.
Cabbage and potatoes.
You'll
Wood
see
and
it is.
apple.
Yeah.
And you'd find it in a fun fair?
You won't get it, will you?
No.
No.
No, you're on the slippery slope. It's a greasy pole.
Oh. They've had a heat wave in Poland.
Well, that'll give offense to a lot of people, won't it? Now, then, object number 11 is vegetable.
Object number 11 is bird lime. Bird lime.
Number 11, and it's vegetable.
Can you eat it?
No. Can't.
Can you wear it?
No.
Is this a growing plant?
No.
Made from wood?
No.
Can you go into a shop and buy it?
No.
Anything like the previous object at all?
No.
Seaweed.
No.
You can't go into a shop and
Is
buy
it primarily to do with the seaside?
No.
Do you find these in the home?
No.
Is it a natural phenomenon?
It isn't a natural phenomenon. It's a natural product.
A
It's
natural
a natural
product.
product, but you said it wasn't growing,
Wasn't
didn't you?
actually growing.
No.
It's
By the
been
time
made
it gets...
into something then, has
You
it?
don't have to make it into anything. You just take it.
And you don't eat it?
No, you don't.
Can you smoke it?
You can't smoke it either. No, that's 13.
Do you mean to say that you go... Is it a flower of the kind?
No.
Do you carry it around with you?
Well, you do. You take it from the place where you get it, the place where you want to use it. Then you carry it about it.
Now, it's
And
not
it has
seaweed,
been a
you
growing
said.
plant in the first place, and you sort of pick it and you take it to somewhere and do something with it.
Precisely.
Like a match?
Like a match. No, it isn't a match.
Has it been, may I just say, has it been processed as much as that, or do you take it in the state you picked it and carry on with it as it is?
Yes.
Is it something like mint?
It
A herb of some sort?
is, well, now I'm bound to say no. It's not a herb of any sort, no.
But you said you didn't eat it.
I did.
Well, it couldn't be
Nettles.
like mint, could it? What? It's
You
vegetable.
don't...
It's
I'm
vegetable.
sorry, do you or don't you eat it?
No, I said you didn't.
Isn't
You
it
don't eat it,
flavouring
yes, I
of some
don't.
sort?
It isn't the flavouring. It's that's 20, isn't it? It's bird lime.
But I thought birds did that.
You're thinking of Harry Lime.
Birds don't do it. I'll give you the card afterwards and you will see what I mean. You get it from... you get it from plants and catch birds with it.
Do you?
Yes. You're thinking of guano or whatever it is. Yes.
I was thinking about the pigeons round St. Paul's.
Yes. Now then, object number 12 is animal and vegetable and mineral.
And the next object is a bed sitter. A bed sitter.
This is animal and vegetable and mineral.
A building.
A building, it's in a building.
In a building.
In a building in Brighton?
Yes,
in the
there are
dome?
lots. In the dome, there are none here.
Part of a building.
Part of a building.
It's part of the structure of a building, is it?
It is part of a building.
Of a specific building or any building?
There are lots of buildings which have these in it. In them.
Is it a
in
piece of furniture?
No.
Is
it
the
a
furniture
lift?
in it?
The furniture is in it, yes.
Is it a room? Some room or something?
It is a room.
Digs.
It is in digs.
A bed sitter.
All right, it's the bed-sitter. Yes, object number 13, Norman. If we press on, we should get number 13 in, and it is vegetable or animal.
And now we have an antimacassar. An antimacassar.
Number 13, it is animal or vegetable.
Can you eat it?
No.
In the animal form, is it a human being?
No.
How many legs?
Which isn't a human being.
It's not a human being.
No.
It's part of another animal that wasn't a human being, is that
It's
it?
part of another animal that was not a human being.
How many
would you-
legs did it have then?
Well, I suppose originally might have had 4, I should think, yes.
Would you find it in a bed-sitter?
You might.
Like a horsehair sofa sort of thing?
You wouldn't find... It is not a horsehair sofa, no.
Is it a piece of
Chaise lounge.
furniture?
Not a piece of furniture.
Have you got one of these?
I haven't any longer, no.
Did you have one when you were a child?
I saw them when I was a child. I
A
never had-
wash-hand basin.
You saw them when you were
not
a
a
child. Does
basin.
that mean that these things are no longer in common use?
No longer in common use.
May we have the definition again, please?
Yes, animal or vegetable.
If you had one, would you have it in your sort of sitting room?
I would.
You would.
How long ago were they in common use?
I suppose when I was a child, which was nearly 50 years ago. 40 years ago, 30 years ago.
Yes, that's more like it. Do you mean to say nobody has them now, or
Oh, yes,
people still wearing...
people do have them now, but they're out of date, you know.
It's not something like an antimacassar.
It is an antimacassar. You're inspired. You've got an antimacassar and a bed-sitter and an aquarium, the Abominable Snowman, a heat wave, bicarbonate of soda, and a landlady, leaving me with my squalid victories, a bird lime, a greasy pole, a minx, potluck, I often have that, a battle axe, and Anona got her solo, a caveman. And so, on behalf of Mike Meehan here and Betty, our secretary, and thanking the Corporation of Brighton, first of all, for having us and for lending us Miss Valerie Spoon and Miss Teresa Rushworth. I'm afraid I was going to say Rushforth again, which made us so angry. Her name is indeed Teresa Rushworth, and very handsome they both are, and Norman Hackforth, whom we've buried, and the team, which is Kenneth Horne here instead of Richard Dimbleby, whom we hope will soon be better. Not because we don't like seeing you, Kenneth, but we're very fond of Richard. And Jack Train, and Anona Winn, and Joy Adamson. We all bid you farewell from Brighton and hope to be with you at the same time next week. Good night.